Welcome to Season 2 of the AlphaXperience, still sponsor-free, and thankful for hobbies.
And thanks to my mom for setting us up.
And thanks to my mom for setting us up. Is that still going to be your catchphrase all through Season 2?
Yeah, and is your catchphrase going to be, and thanks to my mom for setting us up? Jokingly?
Jokingly? No, I have another thing I like to say later on. You'll remember in a second when I say it.
Okay.
All right. Well, we've been off for a couple of months, and we are going to try to make this more of a regular thing. How are we going to do that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
really.
me neither. Figure it out.
Yep.
Or not. Whatever. Cool.
He's Papahuate, I am the boy, and this is the special New Year's edition of AlphaXperience.
Nice.
New Year was possibly one.
Yep, you could say it every year, couldn't you?
Yep.
At the start of the season. All right. That's cool. Well, yeah, it's a pleasant afternoon. It's perfect for relaxing on the couch, watching a little football, but we've been out here doing our thing.
Yep.
So, I guess we'll do this thing and then we'll do that thing.
But Papahuate,
Yeah.
tell us what's coming up.
What is coming up? It's our best episode yet.
You say that every time.
That's my thing. That's my catchphrase.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I told you you're
but-
going to find out about it in a
But,
second.
Dad,
Look at that. I closed the loop on that one already.
we haven't filmed for a few months. Do you think that we're still going to be kind of rusty at it now?
Well, yeah, that's why it's our best episode yet, right? Because, well, no, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we're kind of rusty.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you look back at all of the episodes we've done so far,
We've gotten
done
better.
9 of them. And, I mean, really, honestly, there's nowhere to go but up. They can only get better. When you're kind of bottoming out, you can't really get any worse, you know? Although this episode is a little wonky. All right, so what's coming up? We're going to talk about sports and agility.
Oh.
Your favorite thing. We're going to talk a little bit about the holidays, baking cookies and decorating them, making ornaments, going to performances, advent calendars, all that kind of stuff. Our cat's over here turning her back on us.
Yeah.
We had one of our favorite holidays at Uncle Seth's house again for the third year in a row. Kaboom it is. You added a little bit to your coin collection.
A lot.
A lot. You have to tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Or a lot.
Let's make my coin collection a whole separate episode, yeah?
Okay, we'll make it a super episode later on.
Yeah.
When you're ready. You've been doing, how do you say it? Do you guys say solfeo, solfeggio?
I think the teacher says solfege.
Solfege? I think she's trying to be cool, like she's cutting it off, right? Because you younger
Well, there's
people
so
like
many
to...
different ways to say, I think there's like different ways. I think it's like solfeo and solfeggio. It's kind of confusing, but
Anyway,
it's just
you're
like
playing
a lot
piano.
of different terms for it. Yeah.
Yep.
Playing piano, that's
Playing
it.
piano. And then, of course, there's the stuff in the background that we're working on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as always, we'll take questions from our fan base. How many subscribers do we have now?
I think, didn't we gain like 7 subscribers or something? We have 24 now, I think, yeah?
24? We doubled down?
Mm-hmm.
Doubled down or doubled up?
Yep.
I don't know. Kind of mean the same thing.
Yeah, that's kind of confusing.
I guess so. Yep. All right. Well,
Thanks to my advent calendar, by the way.
yeah, that's true, right? That really helped us out. Well, no matter what, no matter how you pronounce the piano thing, no matter whether it's double up or double down, you know what time it is?
It's time to get going.
What time is it?
It's time for the fact of the week.
Fact
Of the
week.
Haven't done that in a while.
All right, so the fact of the week selected intentionally by me, given the fact that we were talking late last night about coding. How old do you think the term bug is when talking about computer coding?
So I think I know that bugs, like the name of that was before like 1990 something, like 1993. What was it? Wait, no, it was 1998, right? So bug. I think I'm just gonna say 1988. Why not?
Well, the use of the term bug for computer coding is older than your grandmother,
Oh yeah, 'cause they had old computers back then.
but not older than your grandpa. So back in 1947, there was a Mark II computer that was being used, and it kept experiencing errors, and the team couldn't figure out what was going on, and then when they cracked open the case, inside the hardware, they saw there was a moth that had landed.
And eaten all the stuff up?
Well, I think its body bridged a couple of
of the connections.
Yeah, and so it was arcing right there on top of it, the moth, and so they said they got a bug in their computer, or they had a bug in it, or whatever. I wanted to verify that, so this morning I was looking into it. Apparently, Thomas Edison also talked about having bugs in his experiments. I don't know much more detail than that, but we do know that the term bug is at least as old as your grandma. So that was the fact
Of the week.
There you go. All right. So we jump into what we're talking about here, all the stuff? All that's been going on. It's been about 2 months since we've done one of these.
Yep.
So you picked up tennis recently. We played tennis. I guess we've been playing tennis for, how would you say it? We've been playing tennis for several years, but kind of episodically or episodically.
Kind of you just kind of play with it, but not very often, and you don't really practice.
Or else we play like 3 or 4 times a week for a few weeks, and then we don't play again for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's sunny here, so we ought to really play more often. So you played tennis, you took actual lessons. How'd the lessons go?
Pretty good, I guess.
Pretty good? What's pretty good?
There's not too many kids, though.
Not too many kids? Can you volley very well? That's when you hit it back and forth over the net?
Not really.
Not really? Can you
Kinda
hit the
hard
ball?
to. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get that one. Check that box. Hits the ball. Can you serve?
What do you mean? Well, I have trouble solving because the coach was teaching us to not hit so hard.
Yeah, that's your biggest thing.
Like, you have to, we were, wide, a foot away from the net, each, so about 2 feet away from each other, and we have to be able to get the amount so that it would go. So then you have to hit it right onto their thing, right on it.
Right onto their side of the court?
No, I mean right onto their
Oh, on their racket?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just trying to volley in the air to each other back and forth.
So it's kind of like a frying pan. You have to lift up the ball and get it over the net, and then they have to lift it up after that immediately because it doesn't hit the floor or anything. You have to bounce.
Trying to learn how to have a soft touch.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of your big life lesson across the board.
I think all the kids had a problem with that.
Because you like to, you often like to just kick the ball super hard when you're playing soccer, or you try to throw it really hard with your arms when you're playing basketball and trying to shoot, or you swing the racket really hard to get it over the net. And it really, the spring in your legs and in your elbows and the equipment will do a lot of the work for you. It's more about technique and placement. It's like getting yourself into the right position to be able to swing, as opposed to trying to run to the position then hit the ball or whatever, because you smack the ball really hard. Yeah, that's good deal. You toss it up to at the end of the court, right, so you can serve. That's when you toss it up over your head and bring it down. Yeah, all right. And then you've been working on agility with Mom. How's that going? So what do you do for agility drills? What's that look like?
You just have to run fast.
You run around?
Yeah.
So you run around the block?
No, that's endurance. We just have to run
I'm sorry, that's endurance?
Yeah.
Ooh, you know that word too.
We have to just kind of run quickly and be able to stop and stuff like that. That's what we're trying to do.
Is that where you do the hopping over the lines back and forth? Or in the little circles, little plastic circle things?
Yeah, and all that.
Yeah? Are you better than you were before?
I don't know.
Getting worse?
No.
No?
Not worse, but
Staying the same?
I guess maybe or something.
Maybe getting better?
Possibly.
Well, your endurance is better. You can run farther.
Yeah.
Yeah? I can tell you're super excited about this part of the podcast.
Yep.
All right, moving on to different topics then.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about your other favorite topic, piano. Actually, you know what? Hey, you play really well. I like listening to you play.
Everyone says that I play really well.
You do. It's just you get hung up when you make a mistake, but nobody cares. So you make a little mistake. You just keep on pushing through. Remember? Bill Buckner. Come on. Bill Buckner made a couple of errors. So what? Doesn't ruin his whole career. Guy was a champ, man. Right?
Okay.
Got to Bill Buckner it, man. Make a little mistake. Carry on. There's another at bat. Someone else is going to hit the ball at you pretty quick.
Okay.
All right, how about the holidays? Can we talk about the holidays? Will that
Yep,
make you...
much better.
Oh, much better?
Much better.
Much better? Cool. So, well, we baked gingerbread cookies.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, was it fun to bake the gingerbread cookies, mixing it all up?
Yeah, they're tasty.
Yeah, it has that it was fun to mix them. It was fun to eat them. I know that part, but
I don't know if it was really fun to mix them. I just like eating them.
Just like eating them. They were good, huh?
I like adding. I think my favorite part of baking. So, I don't really like mixing up all the ingredients together, like the wet and dry stuff.
Okay.
I like just putting the. I like just like putting all of the different ingredients in their bowl things, like.
Oh, you like
putting
throwing all the ingredients into the bowl, but not mixing it all up, because that part's hard. It kind of hurts your wrist after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you roll it up in a ball.
Mhm.
What was the kind of sugar we put on top of it? Demerara sugar? Yeah, for a little crunch.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a fly out here bugging me too. What's going on, man? One fly, and he finds us.
Mhm.
All right.
Why can't it just be the cat?
Right. And then we also made gingerbread ornaments. How'd you like that?
Not as much.
You didn't like that as much?
We didn't. We just made the shapes and then just kind of painted them a little.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what decorating is. You make the shapes, and then you color them with frosting or paint or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you expect cookie decorating to be? Set them on fire, run around the house,
No.
with your butt hanging out?
No.
What?
I thought I didn't find it as fun because we can't eat them, but also we didn't really do a lot.
We did a lot. We spent hours doing it. And then you gave them away to people, and people really thought they were cool. And they smelled great because we put extra cinnamon and what else we put in them?
Cloves.
Cloves. That's what really pushes
Ginger.
that pushes the smell real good. Yeah. Hey, let me get this guy here. You get this guy over there is bugging you. What's going on with these flies? We're gonna have to bomb this place.
Talking about bombing stuff. Can we just do the New Year's Eve type stuff?
We can talk about that first. Yeah, we can go at it. We don't have to go in the chronological order. So yeah, so I know one of your favorite things, just like it was your grandpa's favorite things, is to
Light up the whole neighborhood, baby.
blow up the neighborhood. So whose neighborhood do we go to blow up again for the third year in a row?
Uncle Seth.
Uncle
Which
Seth's.
is not really a neighborhood.
It's not really a neighborhood. That's what makes it cool, right? Out in Camelchi, right?
Because no one really cares if you blow
Just
up the
the
whole
chickens.
thing. Yep.
Just the chickens. So what'd you do?
We blew up a bunch of bottle rockets and
Shot off a bunch of bottle rockets
I made a bonfire with a bunch of matches and stuff.
yeah, you had a
And I
little
like fire.
bonfire, but then you also lit off a couple of skyrockets.
What's a skyrocket again?
The ones that went up really fast and with a lot of force, and then made big old clouds of, like
Oh yeah,
fireworks
smoke and
explosion
stuff.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good, especially the one that went the wrong direction over the top of Seth's house, right?
Yeah.
And let it off.
Almost
it blew
went
up.
it to a call.
Yeah, ran right off over the top of our car. That was a fun one. Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
cool. So that was a good time. All right, and then you had your advent calendar. What advent calendar did you do this year?
Star Wars 2024.
Star Wars
We
2024.
did Star Wars 2023 last year. Then Grogu for 2022. No Star Wars, but a Grogu one.
Yep.
So, for 3 years in a row or something like that.
Yeah.
We've been
How was
doing
this one compared
Star
to
Wars.
last year's?
Yeah, it's kind of the same idea. Like, you build miniature, builds like tiny Millennium Falcons and stuff like that.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. There were some really cool ones. It's really interesting
Yeah.
how they think about a large scale item and then they just use like 35 little Legos or maybe even 25 in some cases, and it makes the thing that you can tell what it's supposed to be. I mean, it's not super detailed, but you get the idea.
But also, I think the best part is that it gained us 12 subscribers.
It did. You got over 5,000 views, so we decided this year to video all of them and to post them each day, pretty close to each day. And you got like 5,000 or 5,400 views, I think, of one of them. Nuts, right? So you got a lot of views. That's kind of cool. It's cool that other people are discovering it because we don't really promote our channel. We just doing it for fun, right? So that was kind of neat. Getting good at that stuff. That's cool. We also went to a performance when we were visiting Grandma for the holidays, right? We went to the circus thing, right? And you got to talk to the magician.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Card trick. So
Card
I
trick.
thought of about a like a card.
What was your card?
Queen of Spades, I believe.
Queen of Clubs?
Well, no, yeah, Queen of Clubs.
Queen of Clubs, yeah. So he asked you to pick a card at random, the Queen of Clubs, and yeah, he was kind of funny, right? The way he did it, everything.
So it looked like he was actually kind of faking it, like he doesn't actually know what he's doing, but he does.
Yeah.
So he got an award, and he wrote, I think, like snowflake or something, but the woman thought of snow globe.
Yeah.
And when he wrote the word snowflake, it was wrong, but way before that thing, he gave a random kid this box with a gift, and he told him not to open it until the end, and inside was a snow globe.
That's right.
Way before the woman did it.
Yep.
And also on his Instagram page, a night before, or something like that, he posted an image of a snow globe.
Yep. And for our listeners and our viewers, you kind of just hybrided that thing a little bit there. You told about the card trick and the snow globe pick a word at random thing.
Yeah, but
It's cool.
yeah, so
But you got to talk like the whole audience of like maybe 3,000 people or so. He picked you, and you picked a card, and you got to interact with him, and it was a lot of fun. And you remembered your name the whole time because the whole trick, like, it was 8-10 minutes for that whole trick to play itself out. It was pretty cool.
Yep.
Did a good job. You talked really loud then. All right. What else we've been doing? Oh, well, yeah, we can talk about coin collecting. What did you add? So you went to 1 or 2 coin stores. Look at that big old grin. Did you go to 1 or 2 coin stores when we were visiting Grandma?
1.
1. And you added what? You added some nickels, but other stuff, right? You got some really interesting things,
I added
too.
I added lots of nickels about, who was it?
Well, tell us about this one.
55 nickels.
55 nickels?
Exactly.
Yeah? That's what you added this time? Wow. But what else did you have? You found like the 1912, 1914 pennies from England?
1912 from Great Britain, 1920, and 1938.
That's cool. What was your favorite coin that you found?
1842.
1842 what?
1842, large date with delamination that is in very fine condition.
Yeah.
40 to be exact.
Yeah?
Yep,
That was your favorite thing that you found?
I think so.
I like
really
that,
cool.
You got that gold-plated nickel, buffalo nickel. What year is that from?
1937.
1937, and it was gold-plated. They do that very often?
Like some different companies will gold plate them. I don't really know. I know that they do gold plate like a lot of the different coins. I don't know if the government does it though.
That's what I was going to ask you. So it's not the U.S. Mint that gold plates it? It was like...
Oh, actually, I think it was someone else who gold plated it, because what I saw was that it was actually in circulation for a while before it got gold plated.
Oh,
Because I see
okay.
some wear on it
I see.
before the gold plate.
A little bit of wear.
Yeah.
So it's rare, but it had a little wear.
Huh?
I don't care. Are you a bear? Don't you dare. What condition was it? Fair?
Fair was actually a really crappy condition.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to rhyme, though.
There's poor, fair, then about good, good, very good, fine, very fine, extremely fine, and then so on.
I don't think any of those words rhyme with bear except for fair. So I had to go with fair. Sorry. All right, cool. Anything else you want to tell us about coin collecting?
I can rant on for hours and hours.
You could, but like your visit, like what you did this last time. Anything else about that? Anything of interest?
Well, the guy, when I said 54 nickels, wait, no, 55. Like, what I got? Oh, wait, no, 45, sorry. That's how many I got. I got 45 nickels. 20 of those, the guy actually gave me as change.
Change after you made your purchase?
Yeah, because I paid my money, but I paid $1 oval because we had like those big old bills that you can't really,
Yep.
divide up. And what it was he gave me $1 worth of Jefferson nickels ranging from 1938 to 1961. All really old years.
That's cool. That's a nice thing that he did. What's his
Yeah.
name?
What was it?
It's not Mike, is it?
No, I think he didn't have I don't think he had a name tag
Same
on.
guy you worked with last time?
Yeah, same guy. They also had the boss, Frank, I guess, I think his name. They called him that. And, like, another guy, I think called Michael, Daniel, or something like that.
Okay.
They don't have name tags on. I just know that the boss guy is called Frank because of the business card.
Well, I don't have a
Yeah.
name tag on. You know my name. Just got to introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm the boy.
Hi, I'm Papahuate.
Cool. Anything else about coin collecting from this last visit you want to talk about?
Yeah.
What?
But, I mean, that's for a different video, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do a super coin collecting episode if you want. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess the last thing to really talk about is what we got going on around here, right? We've been reclaiming some lumber.
Pallets.
From pallets. So we got a bunch of pallets for free, and a lot of them are like that board right there, or that set of boards are like the really pretty cedar. And you wouldn't know it though, because it's all scuffed up on the pallet. It's all scuffed up as it's been used and everything, and weathered and stuff. But
Yeah.
we yank the boards off the pallets, pull all the nails out of it. You do a really good job of quality control, making sure we get all the nails and staples and everything out.
Yeah.
And then
Sometimes the staples and nails break, though.
sometimes they do because they're
Yeah.
rusty or they're really old. Some of these pallets are really old, but like,
They came from barns and houses, right?
yeah, though there's some that where people have also made their own pallets. So they've taken like barn wood, or they've taken like old flooring, and then they tack it down to make a pallet out of it, and we yank it off, and then we reclaim it. We run it through the planer, and we get these really pretty boards. And these boards are, some of them are 3/4 of an inch, and it's cedar or it's red oak.
What do you mean by 3/4 of an inch? Like
It's
thick?
the thickness, yeah, the board thickness. Some of them are really super thick, which is amazing. After they go through the planer, that they're still that big. And we got some ponderosa pine, we got some yellow pine. Yeah, there's some really nice boards that are underneath
Yeah.
there. It doesn't take a lot of effort for us to do. We have to glue some of them up, but they get a little bit of a crack in them. And then my mom's she's gonna make a cedar table and a pine table, and
I'm gonna make, what's that one that I shows out? It's
You
like
wanna make
a
a-
red type. Is it red oak?
no, you picked out some of the cedar.
The ones that I picked out were
Over
like
there,
a reddish
there's-
color.
There's cedar. Yeah, the cedar's red. Especially
Oh.
when we put some kind of a varnish on it, or maybe like a nice oil on it or
Epoxy?
something. What's that?
You can put epoxy on it and something.
We're not gonna put epoxy on it. That's not.
Didn't
you
you
don't.
say that we were going to spread epoxy to have a glossy look on
So
it?
you can put epoxy on some stuff
That's
too.
what I think my plan's gonna
But
be.
you don't want to put epoxy on like a table, necessarily. Like for what you want to use it for, because epoxy, although it's really really strong, it's also kind of brittle. Like if you hit it with something, it'll crack. It'll not look so great, right? So
Okay.
epoxy's used for different things. But this is not one of them.
Okay.
So for you, well, it depends on what you want to use it for. So like if you make a cutting board, then you get these. You can get like a linseed oil, or maybe there's food grade coatings that you can buy for things like cutting boards and stuff like that, so that it's safe. Depending on what you want to make with the wood, there's all different kinds of coatings that you can put on, right? And it just depends on what the use is for, right? Because you don't want to put something toxic on something you're going to use as a cutting board, right? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we've got lots and lots. We've probably got, for a couple of days worth of work, we've got, gosh, I don't know, maybe close to 150 board feet of wood. That's pretty good and not super pricey, but mid-range pricey, So
What are you gonna do with your pallet wood, with you?
I don't know. I thought about changing up. So you got to, if you mix, you can mix softwoods and you can mix hardwoods, but you don't want to mix the two together. Like you can have different kinds of hardwoods together. You can have different kinds of softwoods together. If you put hards and softs together, then they'll crack at different temperatures, different humidities and things like that. They'll expand and contract differently. And so I was thinking about making a chessboard, maybe making a couple cutting boards, maybe making something that we could use for when we like to have our prosciutto and cheese and everything, like a nice, some kind of nice platter we could serve on, right?
But yeah, I think my plan is to be able to make like a. I think the reason why I want to put epoxy on it to make it look nice is it's gonna be kind of like, what's the word? Like a coffee table. Well,
Sure.
I mean like a table that has that I can put my board games on or like put stuff on.
Yeah, you want to use varnish. That's what you want.
I just want
So we'll use the
board
right thing.
games. I'll be able to put my snacks on there or stuff like that.
Sure, of course you want to put snacks on.
Yeah.
All right, it's been a while since we've done this, so we got to do the joke
Of last week.
The joke
Of last 2 months.
of last 2 months. So, if you remember, the joke from our last 2 months ago was, what do you get when you divide a jack-o'-lantern by its diameter? What do you get when you divide a jack-o'-lantern by its diameter? Pumpkin pie.
Oh.
P.I. pie. Ha! Worth the wait, right? 2 months
Yeah.
wait. Woo! Totally worth the wait.
We did that joke when I was 10, now I'm 11, and we did that joke last year, now it's another year.
That's right. There's been a little bit of a delay. We did the callback, though.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So now it's time for
The joke of this week,
the joke of the week.
but it might be the joke of last 4 years or something like that.
Could be the joke of a very long time again. There could be a major
Yeah.
delay. But for right now, as far as we know, the joke of the week is, in honor of our work that we want to do with furniture, is, why is the obtuse triangle always frustrated? Why is the obtuse triangle always frustrated? You think about it. Hopefully our subscribers will think about it. If they've watched this far into the video, they can tell us what they think the
because he was
punchline
too
is.
big.
Because it was too big. That's one idea. We'll look for the comment sections for anybody to let us know what they think that the punchline to that joke might be. But that's the joke of the week. All right, I forget how we wrap these things up. I guess. Oh, we
He
asked.
wasn't square.
What? What?
He wasn't square. I don't know. Like
Well,
a
yeah.
square for like saws or something.
Yeah, that's in the rear view, though, man. We've moved on already. If you got an idea, you can put it in the comment section too.
You don't
All
want
right.
me to do comments.
Yes? No? Okay, that's right. I don't let you do comments. That's true. So now I guess we wrap it up by seeing if we have any questions from our subscribers. Or the oddball question that always comes from our producer. There's going to be some random thing, like if you could be a brick, what kind of brick would you be? Or something like that.
Let's
Or
hope
if you,
that the cat will ask us a question.
Is right.
Please.
Does our producer have a question?
I do.
Of course you do.
The question is, if you could be any type of computer bug, what would you be?
If I could be any kind of computer bug, what would I be?
And
I don't know what a computer bug is.
so
A
not
glitch?
a
Yes.
bug that
Malfunction?
messes up a computer, but a computer like a robot insect is another way to say it. If you could be a computer bug, a robot insect, what would you be?
It's gotten really complicated now.
Spider, because then I could be Spider-Man.
There you go. You'd be a spider, so you could be Spider-Man. I was actually thinking spider too, but for different reasons, just because they're kind of cool. Because they can move all over the place, up
I've
and
had
down, side
like,
to
what
side.
kind of insect would you want to be asked me before, and I don't want to be an insect. I am proud to be a human who can think and has like 4 quadrillion neurons.
Awesome. My producer and my co-host are just... I'm still working on the answer to that question. So you're asking if you could be a computerized bug.
Yes.
What would you be?
Yes.
as opposed to a computer bug.
Yes.
If I could be a computerized bug, I mean, bugs are really just like arachnids and flies and bees and praying mantises and stuff, right? Is there anything really interesting other than that? Praying mantis is a good one. A beetle.
Stag beetles.
Is a dung beetle an insect?
Yeah.
I'll be a dung beetle so I can just roll my little ball of poop everywhere.
No, you
Find
should
a
be a
friend.
stag beetle because they're strong and they're really like they're really strong. They can attack well and they have good armor.
Like I said, I'll be a stag beetle. A computerized stag beetle. All right, that was the question from our subscriber / producer. Anything else we want to talk about on this episode before we wrap it up and get back to a little work and then find some couch time?
Yeah.
What's that?
Huh?
Okay.
I don't know what you
Already
asked.
checking out and on the couch. Well, there you go. That's another episode in the can. Well done. This was our 10th overall episode.
Yeah.
And that's it. Boom.
Wait a second.
Wait. Yeah, hold on. Hold. Guest appearance by Shadow. Bye, Shadow. See you later. All right. Well, you know what? We could have talked about the fact that you saw Predator. Let you watch a rated R movie.
What about Die Hard?
You watch Die Hard and Predator, but I'm talking about Predator right now. Let you watch Predator. Dylan, you son of a...